is collective agreements on these issues, which suit the particular fabric of that particular company and work with the grain of that company, rather than a one-size-fits-all model. Should there be a right to disconnect?
Tom, to be honest here, you know that the working time regulation is not helpful because it sets a framework that is so tight that your idea of working at night, because due to family obligations, is not feasible under the law. So I can only, we touched upon this issue last time, I can only support everybody who tries to lobby on that point. The legal framework is super tight in Europe. We all know that. But let's move on.
Let's be blunt about it, Gerlinde, right? Yeah. The legal framework in Europe is absolutely and utterly nuts, right? Yeah. It was the working time legislation was first written in 1988, became law in the early 1990s. At that point in time, nobody had a laptop, nobody had a mobile phone, right? Yeah. The internet barely existed. The concept of remote working. Look, I've been doing this for 30 years. I know what I'm talking about. I started working from home before the fax was even invented, right? The fax, which has come and gone. There's no problem about working from home, I don't know. And my own view is that European legislation is utterly no longer fit for purpose and needs to be looked at fundamentally.
And the right to disconnect, I think there are two sides of a medal. The right to disconnect makes sense if you somehow liberalize the working time regulations, because otherwise it doesn't make sense.